Hi, boys and girls. So today I'm going to read my third Ezra Jack Keats story to you. And I picked this one for today because it was actually raining this morning, and we haven't had rain in a long time. And rain plays a big part in this story. So the story I picked for today is called A Letter to Amy, written and illustrated by Ezra Jack Keats. And there's Peter again. Lots and lots of Ezra Jack Keats stories have Peter as the main character. And you can see it looks very stormy outside. And there is the letter. Let's see what happens. So here's the title page for A Letter to Amy. Do you know what that is? Yeah, that's a mailbox, a really big mailbox. If you wanted to send a letter to someone, you could put a stamp on it and put it in the mailbox. I'm writing a letter to Amy. I'm inviting her to my party, Peter announced. Why don't you just ask her? You didn't write to anyone else, said his mother. Peter stared at the sheet of paper for a while and said, well, this way it's sort of special. I wonder what kind of party he's having. He folded the letter quite a few times, put it in the envelope, and sealed it. Now I'll mail it, he said. What did you write? His mother asked. Will you please come to my birthday party? Peter. You should tell her when to come. So he wrote on the back of the envelope, it is this Saturday at 2. Now I'll mail it. Put on a stamp. He did and started to leave. Wear your raincoat. It looks like rain. He put it on and said, it looks like rain. You'd better stay in, Willie. And ran out to mail his letter. Remember his dog, Willie? He doesn't want him to come out into the rain with him. Walking to the mailbox, Peter looked at the sky. Dark clouds raced across it like wild horses. He glanced up at Amy's window. She wasn't there. Only Pepe, her parrot, sat peering down. Willie, didn't I tell you to stay home? You see him peeking out between the fence, and there is her parrot in the window, Pepe. Peter thought, what will the boys say when they see a girl at my party? Suddenly there was a flash of lightning and a roar of thunder. A strong wind blew the letter out of his hand. So he's inviting Amy to his party, but he's a little worried because everybody else he's inviting are boys. But it's okay that boys and girls can go to the same party. Peter chased the letter. Can you see it? The wind picked it up and is blowing it around. He tried to stop it with his foot, but it blew away. Then it flew high into the air. And landed, skipping across a hopscotch game. The letter blew this way and that. Peter chased it this way and that. He couldn't catch it. He's having a really hard time. Big drops of rain began to fall. Just then someone turned the corner. It was Amy. She waved to him. The letter flew right toward her. She mustn't see it or the surprise will be spoiled. They both ran for the letter. He really wants to get it in the mailbox because he wants her to get that piece of mail sent to her home. He wants it to feel special. But look, she's just trying to be a good friend and catch it. In his great hurry, Peter bumped into Amy. He caught the letter before she could see it was for her. But what happened to Amy? She fell down and got all wet. Quickly, he stuffed the letter into the mailbox. He looked for Amy, but she had run off crying. She doesn't know why Peter was acting that way. She doesn't know that he just wanted to surprise her. Now she'll never come to my party, Peter thought. He saw his reflection in the street. It looked all mixed up. See that? You can kind of see where his raincoat is. See Willie's reflection. When Peter got back to his house, his mother asked, "Did you mail your letter?" "Yes," he said sadly. Saturday came at last. Everybody arrived, but Amy. "Shall I bring the cake out now?" his mother asked Peter. "Let's wait a little," said Peter. "Now, bring it out now," chanted the boys. "All right," said Peter slowly, "bring it out now." Just then the door opened. In walked Amy with her parrot. "A girl? Ugh," said Eddie. "Happy birthday, Peter," said Amy. "Happy birthday, Peter," repeated the parrot. So she did come. Peter's mother brought in the cake she had baked and lit the candles. Everyone sang. "Make a wish," cried Amy. "Wish for a truck full of ice cream," shouted Eddie. "A store full of candy and no stomachache." But Peter made his own wish and blew out all the candles at once. I wonder what he wished for. Do you make wishes when you blow out the candles? That's it. I hope you liked A Letter to Amy. Tomorrow we'll talk about an activity we can do. See you soon.